So talk to your family and friends and sort of see if your family want to go on this way of eating. I mean, it's healthy for everyone, so ideally everyone sort of does it. And seek advice from health professionals. So there are whole food plant-based GPs, dietitians, nutritionists in the area, which can be a really good help. And also join some of the whole food plant-based communities. So there's a Facebook group called Whole Food Plant-Based Aussies, Plant Powered Melbourne, that run potlucks once every 2 months or so everyone gets together, and I think this is a really nice way for people to remember why they're doing what they're doing, get a bit more motivation, talk to others about it as well. I think that's, a really great thing to have. And it's free as well, and you get to eat.
So whereabouts is that group?
Yeah, so if you join the Facebook group, so there's Plant Powered Melbourne is the one that runs the potlucks, and you'll see when the next one comes up. So there was just one last weekend, so hopefully, I don't know, Jenny organises these. So.
I'm thinking of a picnic in mid-January.
Oh, yes.
Because I live in Richmond, it might even just be somewhere around this area.
Yeah. But so everyone brings along food that's whole food plant-based, and you end up with a big buffet of food to choose from, which is great. And last tip, enjoy the social time, of course. So the focus isn't all the food, it's also the people around us. And I think that in recent years, we've been taught the power of being socially connected. And of course, if you're having time off, wind down, relax, enjoy the time. We know that being socially connected improves our health and well-being and helps us to manage our risk of chronic disease, including heart disease. Now, I actually realised I haven't gone over tips for travelling, but if anyone has questions about how to travel, I'm more than happy to talk a little bit about that afterwards. So what should I make for Christmas? What can I fill up this plate with? Some entree ideas: potato Christmas wreath, snack board, devilled no eggs. I first tried these, I think Jenny made them, they're really good. Brown rice paper rolls, chickpea salad with orange miso dressing, brown rice sushi. These are just ideas. I mean, there are heaps of sort of things that you can do, and like about 1 million websites that'll give you 1 billion recipes. Christmas mains, of course it's not Christmas without potatoes. Sage, walnut, apple stuffing, so something a bit Christmassy. And then, I like to sort of have my family sort of do a bit of international cuisine stuff, so different sort of things like sanshoy bao, tacos are fun, polenta pie, eggplant rolled with things in the middle. And then some dessert ideas, so Christmas pudding and custard, fruit salad of course because it's a hot day, banana and ice cream. This is pretty much just frozen banana blended, and you can add other things in there, like you can add strawberries or other fruit. This is a bit more of a rich dessert, but I have put it in there because it is really, really tasty. Vegan eggnog, or vegnog as they call it. Christmas fruitcake. The recipe I put in there is Jenny's recipe, so you get a link to that website. So in summary, fibre is your friend. Eat whole plant foods. The more you eat, the healthier you are. If you want to concentrate on a nutrient, concentrate on fibre. We are biologically designed to want to eat calorie-rich and processed food, but your taste buds can change and your cravings can too. There are plenty of ways that you can stick to your health goals over the Christmas period. And just a little summary of all the tips. So offering to bring a dish or two to share when you go to someone's house or whatever it is. Eat before you go is an insurance policy. Select the most fibre-rich foods. Start with the healthiest foods first. Incorporating festive non-alcoholic drinks. Keep junk food out of the house. If you want something sweet, make it yourself. Start the day with a really healthy breakfast, like a big bowl of oats. Get support, particularly from those Facebook groups. And of course, enjoy the social time. So I'd love to know which of these tips or strategies you'd like to use, or if you have any other tips that you'd love to share with people, feel free to just share them.
I think the one of the ones I'll probably do is if you want something sweet, make it yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I have three, my husband, but my two boys, all of them are over 6 foot, and two of them are extremely sporty. And
Yeah,
so they've
yeah.
got adults back in my house. So I think they always, it's the quantity of food we have in our house.
Yeah, yeah, it would be.
It never stops. It's like a restaurant. And they are great cooks too.
Yeah.
So, but they're not there yet. Because of their jobs and their sport and their commitments. So I'm going to try to promote that one, because a lot of the other ones already do. And I always say to them, eat something healthy at home, so you're not starving,
right. Yeah.
and you just eat all the stuff at a party. So I think it's a sweet one that remind to make it yourself.
Oh, fantastic. Great. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah. Anyone else? Yep.
Yeah, it really helped me. I've got to survive some end of year work functions the next 2 weeks, so I didn't even think. I mean, it's so obvious. Select the 5 rich foods first.
Yeah.
That's going to really help. And
Yeah,
I just ordered that Dash Street, which I had never heard of before, on Amazon. So.
Oh, what is it? Dash?
Yeah, that's called Dash, that water from Woolworths.
Oh, yes, the Dash, sorry. Yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah, great. Well, it's good because it's in a can as well, and if people sort of want to feel like they're, yeah, so you sort of fit in, or you can always pour it into like a champagne flute or wine glass. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, great. Good, I'm glad that's helped. Yeah. Would anyone else like to share something? Or?
Keep the junk food out of your house.
Yeah, great. That's my favourite one. Yeah. Actually, when I first moved out with my partner, Liam, who's sitting at the back, that was one of the rules I had. I was like, there's no junk food that's going to be in the house. But his mum would always put a bag of lollies in the letterbox. And that's my weakness as well. And Liam would just say, but just don't eat them. Like, that's really hard for someone who has a sweet tooth and who's like, well, I was addicted to sugar and those sorts of things back then.
I've actually found that people tend to give you sweets as well. And I was at a Christmas party only the other day, and somebody gave me a bar of soap and a couple of picnics. So I just gave them away to somebody with kids.
Oh, great,
in actual fact, I'm thinking, it's actually not the right thing to do. Because I suppose, that's not really the right thing, is it? I don't know. What do you do?
Yeah, I do the same sort of thing. So recently at my university, someone gave all of the PhD students a bag of things, and there was like, I don't know, soap and things like that. And there were a few little chocolates in there, and I just went, who wants these, and just put them on people's desks. But it's like, I don't really want people to be eating more of these.
Yeah.
But
it's an interesting question, because I find that when people offer you that stuff, especially in the workplace, if you say no, they get a little bit offended. Like, it's, why is that not good enough for you? And I had this just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, I had to actually say no, I don't want it, and I had to be quite firm about it because they kept trying to push it onto me. So it was kind of awkward. But and I thought, okay, well, I could have just taken it and then passed it on, but I wanted to say, well, no, I don't want it and or need it. And I thought I was being polite, but they kept insisting. I was like, no, I had to get quite firm. It was really weird. It was a weird situation.
I
have clients and a lot of mental health clients, and they are all, and I would say 80% of them have a problem with sugar. And so they keep offering, and I have my water bottle that I'm happy and comfortable taking to their home, but I'm actually not comfortable taking in my own snacks to somebody's home, or even an apple or something. I might have it in the car, and so I say to them that I don't want it, but they get insulted, and they are thinking that it's a trust thing. And I even had it like yesterday, and it was chocolate, and she was insisting, and I'm like, it's a trust thing, and I'm going, I so don't want it. And I didn't like it, and I shoved some in my pockets, and I forgot about it. I went home with this. I had some. Because of the social pressure, but also dealing with some people that don't take no for an answer. They're people that it's a very big thing, and they've got lots of issues with their cupboards and their health and their things. But you can't even begin to go down there, because then they get really pissed off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it can feel a bit rude. I suppose.
Yeah, so all I do is water.
Yeah.
You are allowed to be not hungry though.
Yeah, you say not hungry.
Yeah.
I guess you could accept it and say, oh, yeah, thank you, I'll take it home.
Oh, yeah. It's, but a lot of it's been breaking and sharing, and it's especially at the beginning when you're getting their trust. That's the kind of, they want to share. Not every time, so not a habit, but especially when you first meet them, it's really awkward. And at Christmas, I know at Christmas, our gifts with our family and friends, it's not presents, it's the sharing of food. So they will give you food, and you might give them some healthy foods and different interesting items, you know. But the majority of people want to give you sugar-based things as well.
Yeah, my grandma always gives me like bars of nougat.
It's the sugar in it. It's the chocolate or the quality or some alcohol. It's you actually look at what we're given at Christmas, and it's mainly nothing healthy. Large quantities of nothing healthy.
Similar at my Christmas as well.
Yeah, alcohol and chocolate and sugars, and there might be something else interesting and nice, you know, olive oil. And you also said not a lot of olive oil, like it's rich, dense thing. So you're getting away from a Mediterranean diet kind of thing. Do you use a lot of, what oils do you use when you're cooking?
No oil, so
To steam things.
Yeah.
There's some great, actually, Jenny and Malcolm's page has a great, on their website, they've got a great page on how to cook without oil. But even if you just hop into YouTube, like if you're looking at roasting a dish or frying some onions without oil, you can just YouTube it. First time you'll probably get it wrong, but you just get used to it and it like just becomes normal. It's very, very easy to do, and it just removes a whole lot of the, because oil is so calorie dense. Like 1 tablespoon is about 160 calories.
Oh, we use olive oil spray, like we put it in a pump pack. But we are still using it, I'd say.
So I mean,
every day.
a spray is definitely going to be a lot less oil in the end, but to use no oil, it's a very easy thing to do. It's just like a little bit of getting used to, and it just removes the excess calories from that, because there's no, I always say every calorie that you eat, you want to be getting like lots of nutrients with that. But with any sort of oil, you're not really getting any nutrients at all. There's sort of trace amounts of some nutrients, but you're not really getting a whole lot of nutrients. Like certainly no fibre in there. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely a lot easier to clean dishes without oil. But the main thing is really looking at the overall diet picture as well. About when someone offers you something, sometimes what I say is, kind of depends what it is, but sometimes I'll just say, oh no, that's going to like really flare up my acne or something. So that's what I use.
Rather than just saying, no, I don't want to.
Just have like some sort of excuse.
Sometimes I use the allergy thing.
Oh, great.
It gives me migraine if it's chocolate or...
Oh, migraine, that's good.
It's a lie, but you know, it appeases and what their sort of feelings.
Yeah, that's true. The migraine one's good because that's sort of, I mean, that can, anyone can get a migraine, so yeah, great. Great, so then I've just got some additional resources as well, so some good websites. So actually Doctors for Nutrition are holding a free event next Thursday. It's online and it's a cooking demonstration. So they're making a couple of Christmassy things. One was a nice chickpea quinoa salad, and the other one is, I think it was like a stuffed roasted cauliflower. So you can buy all the ingredients beforehand and cook along with them. So next, I think, is that a Thursday? Yeah, it's next Thursday. I think it's in the evening, like 6 or 7 p.m. Yeah, so after work at least. And then a few other websites as well. So Whole Food Plant-Based Health, which is Jenny's website. Just Eat Plants. There's some good Christmas recipes on there, like for the more sort of sweet things, which I find are quite good. A little bit richer, the sorts of food, but really good food. Forks over knives. I mean, they've also got a documentary which is really good, like a nice motivator as well, like if you just need a little extra motivation. Nutritionfacts.org, lots of evidence-based videos on pretty much any topic that you can think of, that health related. And then a couple of other documentaries as well. I think documentaries are just really nice because they, like, just for that boost of motivation. And then some books as well. So The Pleasure Trap, which I mentioned probably about 6 times, highly recommend that one. And then a few other, my contact details if anyone wants to contact me.
And if you want to reflect on what your diet is, and if you wanted to write your food plan or whatever it is, are there some online food plan diet apps or something?
Oh, like a meal plan sort of thing?
No,
or?
not a meal plan, not what to eat.
A diet diary.
A diet diary, yeah.
There's an Australian one, Easy Diet Diary.
Easy Diet Diary.
And there's a US one, Chronometer.
Yeah.
I might write that down on this.
Easy Diet Diary would have the advantage of having some Australian sort of product lines with it.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't give you the whole micronutrient.
No.
But,
That's right.
Easy Diet
it certainly tells you
Diary.
calories
Yeah.
Easy Diet Diary. And what was the other
You
one?
can track your fibre intake as well on there. Yeah.
Chronometer, CRONO, chronometer, METER.
Yeah, the American one.
Mm.
Yeah, because if you went to a dietitian, then do you have to have, show what you've eaten or track it for a couple of months?
Yeah. So before I see anyone, not for a couple of months, that
Weeks.
sounds too long. So what I do is, Easy Diet Diary is great. The only thing is, like, if you're making a recipe, then you've got to create the whole recipe, put in the quantities of everything, and then tell the app how much of that you've had, which can be quite fiddly. What I get people to do is just for 4 days, write down everything you eat and drink, not necessarily the quantities, just what the food is. And a lot of people then say, I didn't realise how much of this I have. Like, I thought I just, they sort of think, I have this in moderation, but it's like sort of all throughout the 4 days. Or I'm actually really not having as much legumes as I thought I was having, things like that. So even just doing that yourself.
Just get the paper out.
Yeah. It depends sort of what you want to do. But if you're looking for an app, Easy Diet Diary is probably the easiest one.
Actually will influence your behaviour.
It definitely does.
Do I drop myself in?
So I've got to write this online diary.
So if you're going to a dietitian, they already know that. They know that you've actually been on your best behaviour while you've been doing it.
Yeah.
So they've got to think that, no, they actually eat another 20% more, 30% more of this.
Yeah, that I am aware of that, but it's still
When you lie to the doctor, they say, oh, is that right? That's how much white wine you had this week.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty normal. Even I remember through uni, we had to keep a diet diary ourselves, and most people were on their best behaviour. So even dietitians do this. Most dietitians actually don't really eat very healthy anyway, but I think that can be a nice thing to do.
I like the question. So if you have a really stressful day, are there any other foods that might creep in your day?
That's a good one.
Well, mine would be quantity of food. It's either if you're really stressed, no food, but then the next day I make up for it, and then it's a huge amount of food to get over whatever the stress was, that it kind of kicks in somewhere.
Okay, that makes sense. Quantity, I'm not so fussed about quantity, because when you're eating those fibre-rich foods, you just want to eat until you're full, essentially. Obviously, quantity of junk food is a different sort of thing. But it's mostly the type of food. Okay, just before, so we've got a little 2-minute survey, and then we'll do some more questions as well. So if people are able to scan the survey, and then I'll give you the QR code for the tips and the strategies that I've written down, and those recipes that I mentioned as well.
Do you have any manual ones?
First one, did you happen to bring any manual copies? Oh, great. If anyone's having trouble, I can help them with the QR code. Yeah, we've got a manual one.
I'll take 2 from you. I'll fill it out.
There might be a question on there that's not entirely relevant because it's the printed one. It might just be why did you... Oh no, okay, all good. That's fine. Okay. It's just blank. And I'll just give this.
Oh yeah, what do you say about eggs? Because I do have